So we're recording this for you, Najma, and praying, putting you inside of this circle and with love and quick healing. We haven't heard from you, so we're just holding out till we do. So you can join us in this beautiful collective experience of love. And here I hold the Waka stone that literally comes from Putini's beach in New Zealand. And the Waka stone, literally, there is a huge, it's hard to believe, but wherever that ship sank, there's this huge stone and it's kind of like flat like this, and it's probably, I don't know, maybe 60 feet long, and it's shaped exactly like this. So we have this beautiful Waka stone as we set the book into its editing process. So let's just begin with so much gratitude and allowing all the energies to just come home into our hearts. And in these beautiful seas of confluence that sometimes feel discordant, we just take a breath. And another breath in, and another breath out. With our feet on the ground, we just experience this incredible rhythmic sensation, this pulsation. And as we simultaneously let go, give ourselves to the waters of creation, our bodies relax. In this place where the subconscious aligns with the consciousness of creation, we honor the ancestors where we are standing. We honor the watershed from headwaters to sea, within and without. We honor the stone beings as mountains, within and without, for we are that. And we honor the tides of life, now in the fullness of the moon, the supermoon. We feel her pull. We surrender to her flow through our breath. And we acknowledge all of our guidance masters and lady masters and angels and archangels, all it's showing up all over the planet. We honor the expansive information field and the specificity of the Akashic records. We honor the flow of wisdom that flows between us. as transceivers. We honor the animal totems, the messengers, for they live within us and without. And as we drop in deeper into this liminal space, we feel that sensation, experience of navigating home, of coming home. And honor that here the collective experience, the resonance, the heart resonance. Just breathing into that. And as we expand our worldview, we open our bodies to the experience of earth heart resonance. The joy, the greater peace, the harmony, and the balance. And as we open and deepen and expand, we feel this sense of wholeness as we open to the field of radical earth heart resonance. And the journey, the wayfinding, the tracking. And just feel connected to the womb waters of life and light. And from this place, we just drop into a deeper sense of peace. Notice how your body feels here. Notice the porousness of energy between us as a collective, as a 12-round one. Home being our center. We honor the Waitaha, the water carriers, the Rapawai, the star seekers, the star walkers. And we honor this beautiful planet, this garden. And we trust. We come into a deeper collective knowing. Just connecting with our heart again, bringing all of our attention to our heart. As we hold this deep forgiveness of humanity's ignorance and of the wisdom that's being woven, melting all of it, bringing us all home, touching each heart. And we see each heart being touched by something in this book or in a conversation. And just as we're breathing here, I'm just getting this strong sense of radical earth heart resonance as this place where Creator's will, God's will, whatever you want to say, universal expression, comes fully home to the heart. Our will moves with that will, with the flow of creation's will, of God's will. And so there's innate surrendering that happens. There's innate, inherent coherence within our living system. And just take a moment to just kind of continue just breathing and breathing this book open and breathing with the deva of this book and breathing with the spirit of this book. And giving gratitude to everyone who's ever spent a moment inside of this circle. Listening, deeply listening. So today we just get to be part of this tsunami and joy of this continuation of this walked journey, of our wayfinding journey. And it never ends. In fact, there's something that I'll read, but just taking a moment and just a couple more collective breaths. We ask that the records be open here today, that this book is so divinely placed into the hands of Astara and the editor. Just give yourself a hug for showing up the way you've been showing up. And so be it, and so it is. The records be open. Very gently coming back to center. And oh. So today we'll go over what what we're calling the three. I have to go look it up. I'm sorry. Oh, the
Three
harmonic
harmonic
octave
octaves.
flow chart. That's what we came up with, flow chart. And that's completely what it is. So we'll play with that. Also, I want us to go look at the book cover. I want to talk about that because I realized, because Astara just sent me the new book cover and it's not right. So I want to, or I don't, I'll show it to you. It's not done by any means. And I was showing it to Elizabeth this morning because she's really good with graphics and she said, "Oh, this is what needs to happen." And she agreed that the writing was too small. But I wanted to show you with the gold because I don't think she's shown it. It's not on in the book, so she hasn't placed it there. So I want to show you that as well. So yeah, a couple other things. Then, and we will talk about the photos. Have some ideas about that. So anybody else have something you want to add for what we want to do today? All right. Huh? Okay. All right, here we go. So maybe I'll show you the cover. Let's see. Um, hold on, I've been in a whole other world here. So I'm probably gonna have to go find those pictures. Um, okay. Um, Come on, baby. Why don't you? I have so much of them praying it's gonna work here. Oh wait, what just happened here?
You just close the menu.
I did?
Yeah, just click on the menu again. Not there. Yep, there. And then click on any other page.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is what's in the book, this white, and as I was remembering, like she sent me the new one, I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right here.
Can we
And
do 120 to 125, please?
yep, sorry. So anyway, this was the last time we looked at it as a collective, and we told her we wanted it gold. And I'm going to show you now. I'll probably have to change. Let's see. Hold on, I just put it in the desktop. Let's see. Come on, you. Hold on a second. Sorry, got this up before we got on. Here. Okay, I'm going to just pull it from the email. Hang in there, Najma.
I'll be right back. I have a buzzer going off.
Okay, there we go. Preview all. Okay, got it. Okay, so here is the book cover. And basically, you can see that the words are in gold, but they're really tiny. Even if I make it bigger,
Yeah, it's tiny.
it's tiny. So, and here was, and it's still very like flat, the words. I mean, maybe it's definitely better as gold, but let me just see if I can make it a little bigger for you. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Hold on. No, it doesn't want to go bigger. Nope. Okay. So, but Elizabeth's idea, and I think she might be right. She said, Shelley, this subtitle needs to go under the compass. That with the compass is up, it takes you right to from the title, it comes right to the compass, and that the subtitle runs underneath. And because I was kept mentioning like the astrolabe is like so low in the book, in the cover, it feels like it's like heavy. And that's what was her suggestion. So I definitely want to ask Astara to do that and for us to take a look at it. And I am going to ask her tonight I'm trying to do some marketing. So I want to see if we can get it close to that. And then Elizabeth was saying the subtitle needs to be up at least one or two fonts, and I believe made bold. I don't know, or maybe not, but definitely up at least two, one or two fonts, something, or just try to go bold and see what that does. But does everyone kind of agree or have any other thoughts that you want? But I think she's right because the astrolab is like just like it just feels like it's she's I don't know.
So the existing subtitle in white takes up 2 lines, doesn't
No,
it?
right.
And there's no way with the current subtitle, Restoring Wholeness with Earth Together, that it could ever be much larger if it's all on one line.
It can be bolder. She can do shadowing. She can make it pop.
Uh-huh.
But if it's underneath, then
I think it's an excellent idea. Yeah.
just try it.
I
Yeah.
liked the original much better than this one. And I liked it in white, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. So anyway, that's that. I'll just go back to the book.
I think I remember I think when I played with it I was just looking at my documents to see what I had fiddled around with. I think when it's on the bottom, the subheading ends up feeling lost. And it doesn't feel like it's like you almost like don't even read it because there's so much else going on. Like I agree with the what you're like I agree with the concept of putting it at the bottom, but my concern is that you don't end up reading it when it's down there because of it just kind of disappears.
Yeah, I like it the way it is. I don't think it needs to be at the bottom. I think the way that we're looking at it right now is very, very powerful. And I think we should stop messing with it. That's me.
But we all agreed we didn't want white. So for now you.
Yeah.
So I
Uh,
think we need to be clear with Astara if we want the I know I do remember us talking. I think, this is looking at it on a screen. When it's in your hands, I think that's still size 14 font or something. So it's not as small as it looks when it's on an image on the screen. But I agree that I do think it needs to be a little bit bigger for balance. Like it's just not balanced right now.
Okay, well, well, um, okay, anybody else have anything they want to say?
Could you go back to it one more time? I want to just reflect on the green, how green has been added, and if I just want to see that one more time.
Okay, I don't know which one I've got so many up here, I can't. Are you looking at that one that I'm moving?
Yeah, I'm looking at the green, the one that has been, had green added to the
Okay,
astro.
now I can make smaller and bigger. Are you seeing this one, the one I just moved?
I'm not seeing,
Are you seeing me move it? Hello?
yes, yes,
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we're seeing your cursor move.
Okay, so there you go. And this one because I pulled it up differently, I can, I can make it bigger. So,
didn't we already experiment with putting the title down below, or was
but not
Milan?
with not with a gold.
Okay,
I think the gold is different, but in any case, it doesn't matter. We can still ask her one more time to be clear, but you can see how little that is. It's just so.
Oh, oh,
What? Oh, what?
I'm playing with the book.
Okay, look, we need to keep going. So,
Yeah, we can go.
thank you.
Does
I'm
the
done.
one that is on our thing, it's two lines instead of one, isn't it?
That
Or I,
the
this
original
is like
one had two lines.
two lines,
We
which,
asked her to make it one, so that's what you can.
okay,
I mean, this actually reads better. It's not so like,
right, but it's smaller.
well, that right. That's what we've been saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, that's
it's
what
too small.
catches me is it's not, it should be more pronounced.
yeah,
Right,
it's way too small.
Yeah.
right. But here's why she did it, just so that you know, because she did it because if you notice where each letter ends, she's got it in the same. If it goes bigger, she can make it like taller. But if it goes
Okay.
wider, if she makes the font, I mean, she still can go up, you know, but I think we have to kind of see it. So that's why she did it. And that's why it's silly small.
and
Hmm.
we also asked her to make navigating home slightly smaller too. So between the two, it makes it not able to go
Well,
also.
I mean, but now we could ask her to go make the whole thing navigating home a little wider. It doesn't have to be that small, does it? Go one.
No, we were just asking her for there to be a little bit more border around the top to kind of get that flowing in space feeling.
Right. Actually it's better. It does feel like it's flowing in space, right? I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah,
like the navigating home that size.
yeah. And this is the only thing that I still feel like the astrolabe is like I want to see it to have the restoring underneath because the astrolabe feels like it's just like way too heavy. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like it.
No,
Yeah.
I agree with you. But I don't like this cover at all.
Well, I mean,
No.
you have to be able to say why you don't like. I mean, I understand about the
Okay,
why.
yeah, so the printing's too small. I don't like the navigating home. It to me is making it smaller doesn't work. The second line's too small. The asteroid is too far down and too heavy, like you said. Other than that, it's great.
Okay. Anybody else have any clear, specific clarity?
No?
And Nalasa, do you think graphically we can make the navigating home have it be a little bit go bigger?
I mean, I'm wondering if we want to actually keep the restoring wholeness on one line or if we don't mind it being two. I also think it could be a little bit wider than navigating home if it's on the bottom because then it's following the gold line,
Right,
so it can
right. That's what I'm
extend.
thinking. That's what I'm.
Um, and I can share my screen for a second just to show
Okay.
you a little mock-up of
Yeah.
what I just put together. Just
Yep.
make sure I can share.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Um,
Yeah.
Do you and Melissa like the green better than the purple that was the
Uh,
green? I'm thinking the green looks flatter.
I don't like the green.
Nice. Want to tell us everything else you don't like? Do you like us?
No, I like you. Yeah, yeah.
Just checking. You're on a don't like thing. I actually understand. I totally get it.
Well, I do like all of you, right? I just to get to express my
So
opinion.
okay, Nalasa. All right, we're gonna let Nalasa
Yeah,
share.
and then also do your thing.
yeah, hold on one second. I'm making it so there's one with both. Um, okay. Do. Go down, 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 down.
And by the way, we'll have time to work on this part. Um,
Just makes it so tight. There's that. All right.
yeah,
So sharing.
it's
Oh, Deb left.
okay. She'll come back.
So this is me keeping the font. This is the same font that she had and just moving it so it's down. So it,
You can't tell that way because it would be one across in gold, not white.
so this is the same font, me just moving the font to see that. And then this is it with the it being more gold, though this should be probably more that. That's the color.
um,
And so whether it's just close to it or kind of in the middle, closer to the Astrolab, you could play with. But that's what that would look like roughly.
I have a really hard time. I mean, can you make it bigger? It doesn't. Um, well, for me, one thing. Well, first of all, I think you got to lower the restoring wholeness.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what you're saying, but what it does do is it does make the astrolabe pop like it's like prominent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we want. We want it to be like that. That to me, it's almost like the pulse of the heart pops out at you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe there's a smaller band of gold at the bottom. I mean, to me, I mean, I want to see that because I think it kind of works. 'Cause if it pops out the astrolabe, that's pretty cool because now it feels like it's three-dimensional to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Anybody else have that same,
Yeah.
right?
I think
Yeah.
also the purple be on the astrolabe is a bit more, has more dimensionality to it.
Did you do it with the green, Nalasa?
No, I don't have her version
Oh, I'll have to send
of
it.
it. I didn't
And-
go bring it back in or anything. Like I haven't seen. I don't have a copy of it unless that's a
That's
different
not
one.
it.
That's
No,
not it.
Yeah.
no, you don't have.
I do like the writing below.
I think I like
It
because
puts
I'm
in the
sorry.
center. Yeah. It centers that your focus on that.
It totally
Uh,
centers your focus right on the astrolabe.
And
And
then also the title being close to Sacred Evolutionary Dowsing Consortium also makes so they actually just take in all the information on the book instead of kind of stopping with the title.
mhm.
I
So
also would like to see the gold writing down below with that same font that Navigating Home has with the kind of dimensionality to it.
no, what do you, we just have to ask, go back down. Can you just leave it where we are?
Mhm.
So, I think it's probably the same font without the, the, without the, is it the same font? No, it isn't actually.
The
So
shade,
here I have no idea what font she's using, so this is just another font that I chose. I
Okay.
don't
So
know. This is it in
that
how it
is,
normally is right now, and whether that's the same font with a beveled gold.
okay. So,
Um,
so Nalasa, I can hold
mhm.
on. I'm just gonna, and let's get on with the other stuff because we don't want,
Yep.
we can be doing this. I'm going to just, send this over to you.
Okay.
Um, hold on one second, right now. Whoops, let me just get rid of this. Okay.
so the way Nalasa described it, the beveled font.
So it
I'm
might be the same font, but it's a beveled, like it makes it look like it's like how we have navigating home is beveled right now. So it looks like it's like two pieces and gives it a little bit of dimensionality.
exactly, and I'd like the way, or I would like to see the rest of the title also with that bevel because it really makes clear that that's all the title, and the Sacred Evolutionary Dowsing Consortium is not the title.
Uh, I don't know that you would want that, but we can ask her. And there's the green.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I might, I mean, I think, I don't know whether she grabbed another one of the ones, because this looks like way too turquoisey to me. I don't remember it being so.
Yeah, it's way too turquoisey.
Yeah, I like.
Last, do you remember doing that?
I mean, this is the same pattern as the other one, but
I
I
think,
don't think she can change the like she just I don't know how she changes the colors on it, but it's still the same image that she then like tweaks, I think. I don't think she can be like, I want this astrolabe with different colors and however she
right, but I
made.
don't remember us agreeing to something that was that turquoisey.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did
I
either. Okay,
don't remember that either.
no,
I think
good.
we told her we wanted more green and then she's presenting us with that.
But I showed her some, I don't, that, I mean, that,
It looks murky.
yeah. Okay, so, all right, so that's enough of that. Woo! I got all the information. I'll send it to her. We'll find out.
Turn the page.
All right, let's hit the book. You ready? Everyone good?
Ready?
Tice?
Yeah, yeah.
We want to get rid of that, like, I don't like thing.
I don't. I have an opinion and I get to express it.
Yes,
So
I
there.
do.
And thank you very much.
Oh, I just know myself so well that I know that voice. Like,
Yeah, I'm reflecting it back when you get into that. You have
but
that voice too.
I know, but so therefore and so like I'm like waking up and like, oh, okay. So anyway, let's just go on. Share the book. Hold on. All right. All right. Oh Lord, what just happened?
What an excellent cover.
Hmm.
No, it's gross. I can't go with that white in the. I don't like that.
Good.
That's yeah. Anyway,
I
it's not
like it a white.
we're gonna get rid of it. All right. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you down to the the last what we came up with. You can see it as a whole. And then
Yes.
it's already in the book. Everything that we talked about uh is in the book. And the only thing I want to say is and Nalasa, please jump in if you want to. What, so we just want to kind of go here for 1 second. So we've had different conversations about the title and the quality and the attributes. And last night, everything kind of shifted into like it was as if all the pieces dropped in. And and so we kept qualities in the main chart instead of here because in going through this with Nalasa, I did understand that they are that these are things that people are doing, practicing, tracking, being a transceiver. They are all actions. And so last night, so don't just ignore this one thing for a minute. So last night, basically where we landed was and to bring this to the group, where are these things 12 fundamental actions? So this is fundamental actions. And then after I was sitting with it and hung up from Nalasa, I just started kind of musing with it. And so, because I really have an issue, I don't love fundamental, it's so dry. So I just put in, I think we talked about, I don't know if we talked about this. I can't even remember. I was so tired. So the question is, are they 12 fundamental actions or are they 12 primary actions or they are 12 essential actions? So that's kind of where we landed pretty much last night. And but this morning and sitting with it, I went and I was really thinking about the nautical aspects of it. And I went, oh, wait a minute. And then I was sitting with Elizabeth and she popped it. She was like, oh, there are 12 stepping stones. And then I was like, oh my God, that feels so easy. So I don't really care. I just, for me, fundamental was just so dry. So
You also didn't like actions, to be fair,
I
and
did, no, right. I didn't like actions.
you didn't like actions, and we also did get rid of qualities.
No, we left qualities on
We
the,
changed the name.
oh yeah, you're right. We did. Okay. Good to be here. I haven't, I've been in a whole other
Yeah,
world.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure the information was
No,
correct.
that's perfect. Thank you. We did change.
I'd like to suggest 12 core practices of heart resonance, bringing back the practices because these are actions.
Well, then you can't say practicing the extended pause. Because I mean,
But that's the only one you'd need to change.
what are you practicing when you're a transceiver of information?
You're practicing holding the space so that you're a transceiver instead of a,
Okay.
you know,
I don't care. That's great. That's just another one. Fine. So
12 core practices.
I don't mind the word core. I mean,
Gets rid of fundamental.
so just inviting everyone to breathe. So okay, that's you. How about Tyson? How about you?
Sorry, I'm having somebody bugging me here, so I can't focus. So give me a sec.
All right. next. Charlie, what's your
Hmm.
feeling? Feeling, what is your feeling?
Feeling. I don't have any feeling today.
Right.
I'm in
I,
a state of confusion,
Okay,
but
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
stepping
fundamental.
stones. Sorry, Charlie.
No, go ahead.
no, Charlie, finish. He was
No,
doing,
that's a no. That's I
you
don't
don't
like
have anything. Okay,
the top line.
Tyson,
So
what,
yeah, the
okay,
12 core practices is better.
I don't like the 12 stepping stones.
gone, it's gone.
Okay,
No,
I
right?
I don't like fundamental. Uh, if I was going to say something, I might say 12 essential actions.
Yeah,
I think that's what I would go with.
we got a plus on that one. Um, we got a plus on that one. Charlie's a no-go. And Nalasa, what do you think about if you're out of all these, what's,
Um, I I like fundamental or essential better than primary. I don't really like they're all along the
okay,
same line of like thought. Like I don't actually have a few things. I do really like stepping stones, but I don't think that it should necessarily be its name. But with these, I do think we need to. I'd leave it. I don't get rid of it yet.
I was going to put it in the box.
I want us to I want us to write a paragraph or two about what these are and what they are. And I think calling them, like these are stepping stones to find your way into heart resonance, I think is great. So like having it be called 12 some word actions, and then that's how we can like lead into the paragraph and describe it is lovely. So I
Okay,
like the idea of stepping stones, but then
it,
you
as
are
it,
the one.
I do too. Okay, that can work. They're 12. So, so can we,
Um,
so, so I'm closer to this one. Like, can we, Deb, I haven't forgotten about you yet. So like, can we get rid of fundamental and have 12 essential actions? If at the least,
I'm good with that, and I think we should say that I think in that paragraph, if we want to say that these are like they're 12 stepping stones and core practices that you continually engage with, like
oh,
as you.
I like core practices. That's a nice way of saying it.
hold on, wait, stop
Core
for a second.
practices you continually engage with.
I'm just trying to get, okay. Okay. So,
Could these be the 12 core practices of evolutionary dowsing? It's like the chart has the qualities or attributes or whatever of heart resonance and earth heart resonance and radical, but these are the core practices that you use, and they're like stepping stones because when you're on stepping stones, you can only put your feet on two at a time. These are more um, they they don't necessarily progress from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 like stepping stones might.
so maybe the stepping stones then are the stepping stones from heart resonance to earth heart resonance. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so right now we have essential actions or um I'm nervous to say corporate. I don't I like the way Nalas is saying it, that they're something and core practices, but I don't want to call them just core practices. It makes it too like people get really literal. I don't know, just speaking from the heart. I love the word essential, essential I didn't love the word actions in the beginning, but the more we go through this, it's less and less, I surrendered. I was like, okay, like that's the best word. I tried every other word. We went through the thesaurus and we did everything. I couldn't find another word. Action is an action. So, but I like essential actions feel good to like the body, really easy on the body. And I would rather stay away from core practices.
As the title. I think it's a
As a
really
title.
good thing to describe the paragraph, and we need good things to talk about it because we can't just leave this as a list that people read and not
No,
give
right.
direction around it.
So what about calling them 12 essential actions for evolutionary dowsing as compared with heart resonance?
Because this is exactly where we are. We're in heart resonance. We're no longer just talking about evolution. We're bringing it down home for people.
So, with that, I do think we need to be clear. I was wanting to not be confused. If we have like this list of 12 and that list of 12, we need to make it so it's like straightforward and not confusing. And so, Deb, I think you raise a good question of we just need to look when we look at the chart and look at what it says there. How are these related and how do we want to talk about them? I think we need more
Okay, so
clarity around that.
all right, so let's leave this alone for now. Is everyone okay? We're just going to leave this alone and we'll come back to it. All right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, I'm good with that.
Everyone else good with that?
Yeah.
No?
Right. So let's go down here. Okay, this is where it all gets talked about and brought home. And I do want to talk about one thing that I realized when I spent time with this morning. So, so how this shifted, and I don't think we have to talk about this as 12. I don't think that's really part of the issue. So we landed on three harmonic octaves, the three harmonic octaves flow, which it is flowing from one to another. And that these are attributes. And we spent a long time going through Google Dictionary Thesaurus and understanding attributes. And each one of these, and not that they can't be slightly shifted, these are attributes. Some of the other things that were on there were not attributes. So these are attributes of the three harmonic octaves. And what we did, we went back through our last conversation where everybody was here, and we put in those things, and we should just go over them again to make sure everyone's feeling, oh, that's cool. It looks better, it works better. So initiatory feeling was something we all agreed on, and then these didn't change. The first octave is expressing gratitude, second octave is experiencing joy, and the third octave is embodying love.
We had initiatory action and we changed it to feeling.
Right. I just was staying away from like what we did, like, because
Okay.
what's on here is what everybody agreed to. And if there's an issue, like, we should deal with it in present time to see what feels, if you're feeling into, and somatic awareness, which is an attribute. And so in the first octave, so just consider first heart resonance. And again, these things can be adjusted. We're not like stuck on it. Full presence with self and group. We were trying to play with that a little bit more. Aligning with the intelligence of nature, attuning with the emergent flow. And originally we had the flow of creation. So that's just kind of sitting there. And what I think is, I actually texted you, Nalasa. I was going to see if we can get this on, or I'll put it in an email so that everybody can sit with this. This is only going in for an edit. We can play around with this, so that each and every person should sit with this. We came up with depth of openness instead of level. Openness to the unknown. In the second octave, when you're working with earth heart resonance, it's a surrendering. And then the last one was dancing with the unknown, like being in that full expression. Attuning, we're attuning to the group biofield, the earth's biofield. So this didn't really change. And here we I forget what we receptivity. So when we're in a group together, before there was transceiver, transponder, and this being, and we were playing around with this a little bit. So in heart resonance, we're a receiver of information. People are just coming into the group and they're opening to being a receiver. Whereas in earth heart resonance, we're really engaging in like being like an antenna. It's moving in both directions back. And then a transceiver of the cosmos. I think that was already there. We all agreed upon that.
Okay.
Alignment. So we're in alignment. Our head is in alignment with our heart. In earth heart resonance, and this can shift. It was human with earth, being in alignment with a human being in alignment with earth, and then being the alignment having to do more with the collective, with the emergent flow. Again, these can shift a little bit. And then trust being an attribute, and being open, being transparent, standing in your knowing. And we were kind of flipping these, but that synchronicity is really, the synchronicity happens when you're in that unified field and things start popping all the time. So that's how synchronicity got put there. And synchronicity, we had originally, it was originally under the attributes, but synchronicity is not an attribute. So, but synchronicity is obviously part of this chart. And then we have wisdom as an attribute. So here, being connected to your essential elder, or however you want to call that, in earth heart resonance, nature, spirits, and elementals, and then really fully working with all unseen spirit helpers. We put connection in here because connection in heart resonance is feeling that wholeness and being in harmony with earth, and then being amidst that universal joy. Transformation, we're going from group harmony, and we played around this, and we both like this, but you have to see group harmony to in earth heart resonance. The transformation is inclusive of the land, the environment. It becomes more vibrant, so environmental vibrancy. And then the third was where wholeness is totally restored. This is the same. And then evolutionary flow. I don't think that was there before, but we came up with this. And empowering lives. In heart resonance, what's happening is people's lives are being empowered. When you're with earth heart resonance, there is peace with earth. And we didn't put balance in here because it was already somewhere else. And then obviously we all agreed on being home. So again, that was kind of, and so open to any comments. And also, we can write them in, but I would invite everyone just to really sit with this and sit and be in the experience of heart resonance. Feel that first octave. Same thing with the second and the third as individually. And these are already put into the book as so I can show you. Here's the third harmonic octave. So we have the 12, and then third octave. So, however, that's kind of what it looks like. It's a lot to take in when you're inside of it. It's really different, but Yeah, but if there's
Uh,
anything that's,
yeah, what do people have anything they want to say about it? Specifically Deb, just because I know we worked on so much of it and we were wanting you to be there with us yesterday, but it was fine that you were not. We also changed from expressions and experience to experiential expressions to try to get rid of the and.
I'm really pleased with it. I think you did a great job. My um, the things that I wanted to be certain to incorporate were the concept of progression across between the first, second, and third, and that's strengthened. Um, and yeah, I could spend all afternoon fiddling with specific words, but Shell, when you did, especially when you did the opening shell, it was real clear that you got it. So in the first octave, the second octave, and third octave, one of the things you took out was putting heart resonance, earth heart resonance, and radical earth heart resonance.
you mean as part of the chart itself?
Yeah, adding
Oh
it
yeah,
in.
actually, you're right. We should do that,
Yeah, we
right?
can add it back. We should definitely add that back in. Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
so that's a good, okay, hold on. Let me just make a note. Um,
You can literally do it right now. Like first
oh,
octave, you can write in. You can just click on it and write in the perspective, whatever you want.
okay, so, oh, I like this.
It's not a picture.
Yeah, right. Um, why did that go down?
Go just do a return.
Do a return?
Yeah, just return. No, other side of it. Do a return.
Okay. And what we also don't know is what a star is going to do.
Yeah, this needs its own page. It can be as large as possible.
So can I pull this up wider?
Yep, we can. So here, I'll just do it. I'll
Okay.
fiddle with it.
Okay. Oh, that was actually good that you came up right.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So anybody else have any? Thank you, Deb, for your comment. That was really beautiful.
I see emergent flow in there twice. That's my only other comment today.
Where,
There's
okay,
two.
here's one. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So
So let's,
I
one was creation though. We're somatic tuning with the emergent flow. This one should alignment, head with heart, human with heart, um, collective with creation. Can we just say, or evolutionary flow? Anyone have a thought?
um. Sorry.
I mean, I think it's with creation because it's so the other ones are so simple.
Yeah, I like creation better.
What do you mean by collective with?
So so instead of being the head with heart, the human being with heart, and the collective would be humanity.
Okay, that makes more sense. Humanity.
Well, then we have okay, other people's comments on that. But we have human with earth. Well, I guess we could say humanity.
It makes more sense to me anyway.
What, Deb, Nalasa?
It's by the time you get to the third octave, uh, it's all my relations that are here with creation. It's humanity. I'd almost change humanity with earth, and it's the collective. In the case of radical earth heart resonance, is humanity plus earth plus all the
Well, we can't
galactic.
do that. So that's why, because I mean, to me, everyone understands, I don't understand actually why, Tyson, you don't understand. To me, the collective is the collective. It's the collective. It's consciousness.
Added to the
Yeah. I don't know.
added to the glossary. Yeah.
But, okay, so let's just look at is it humanity with earth?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. and collective
With creation, I like that. And
I
please
don't have
take
that.
out one space between collective and with.
So hold on one second. I'm gonna just do something because this is how I live. I want, hold on one second. Okay. United into a whole. You can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take this off, but a gathering of persons considered as a unit. I mean, that's the collective, a collection of people, referring to a group. So I think
Oh, we're going into the idea of the collective. When you're in radical earth heart resonance, you're way out there. You're in the cosmic collective.
and I think we can explain, I mean, that's part of what gets written up.
Yeah, maybe if you explain it.
Okay, but in any case, is there any other things that are just jumping
I
out?
don't, I
This is
don't understand evolutionary environmental vibrancy.
Nalasa, you better, that's yours.
Environmental vibrancy, like when we're like, so this is under transformation, like the transformation that happens when we are in earth heart resonance and dowsing and working with land is we create more, like in the first octave we create group harmony, in the second octave we were like are creating environmental vibrancy, like we're making the environment like come back into balance, harmony, like we let it sing and have a voice.
And we always talk about a high vibe, high vibration. So that's, to me, that's what that is saying. But
Well,
again, mhm.
maybe if it's explained, it doesn't make sense unless it's explained, right?
So I love talking about this, and I'm super glad that it's being recorded because I do want to explain specifically,
Right.
probably in this three harmonic octave flow chart, and somewhere earlier in the book, possibly too, like the progression of all of these.
Yeah,
And
I think
so I'm
that's
really happy to be talking about it and having this be recorded so we can get some of that information down because I do think it's necessary to explain how they're connected and how you flow from one thing to the next.
Great. And I think everyone's going to get to muse with it. Everyone will get the recording this is good enough to get it off, you know, um, to get so that Astara knows that this has got to be put in the book. So I have one major thing. We did not talk about this, but as I was going through the whole book last night and coming back to it this morning, I had a realization. So right now, the three harmonic octaves are its own entity. And it comes after Return to Wholeness, which is a pretty short, very short part. And we have to think about that diagram. And I had this realization that maybe I was just wondering whether the three harmonic octaves should just be placed inside of Sailing Forward, because here's Sailing Forward, which is like look at how short it is, and get rid of In Conclusion. I don't really like that way of starting it, but our 12 around Walk a Journey, blah blah blah, and that the three harmonic octaves is inside of this last part of Voyage 12, that it's part of moving forward, is being in the dance of these three harmonic octaves instead of putting it and making that like one whole beautiful ending after Return to Wholeness. And at least when I was looking at it, it felt like really like resonant and full, and you're leaving with someone, because otherwise we've got four little paragraphs to end the book. I don't think so. So,
Sailing forward is still part of the last chapter.
I understand, but it's the last, it's just there's like not, there's hardly anything here. Um, and I think for me, I feel like the three harmonic octaves are like it could be indent, you know how see how here we have extraordinary outcomes and these are indented. It could be sailing forward with the three harmonic octaves as part of that um as part of that, segment, I don't even call it.
So I think
But
here in this three harmonic octaves, when we have the full chart, this is where we really probably want to explain the progression of everything. So I imagine it getting longer. Um, I agree. I don't like in conclusion. I think we need to be a lot more intimate with people at
I'm
this point in the game. Um,
just gonna
I
start it.
like
It's fine.
Yeah, just like, and I think, you could make a note on sailing forward. Like, I do think we want, also there's the epilogue, which,
Can't look at the epilogue as the epilogue. It's the book really, I mean, it basically ends at sailing forward and the epilogue
okay,
is the final. Um,
gotcha.
but
Um,
and I wasn't talking about the three harmonic section. That is going to be huge. But the
okay.
sailing forward is just, it's where we did the call to action. And so I feel like the I'm not, I will surrender. I don't really, like if everyone goes like, no, but, when you look at it as a whole, the sailing forward, the three harmonic octaves is really a part of the fullness of this, really it's the sail, right? It's the sail. I mean, maybe we want to even use that kind of a chart, but it's the sail. So it gives it a lot more presence if it's part of this sailing forward, because it will leave instead of otherwise we go to the three harmonic octaves and then we end the book. But this way, people have this experience of, and we can address this with a star as well. And but it leaves everyone sitting in the three harmonic octaves as a part of the, do you know what I'm saying? So if
Oh,
it's,
you're wanting to end with the three harmonic octaves, is what you're saying.
I'm wanting to have it be part of the sailing forward and the ending. So that is what people get left with, like, oh,
Yes.
the
So I
full,
think,
that is the return home.
I like that.
um, yeah, I mean, I think, as we write the rest of the three harmonic octaves, I don't know if you want to make a note, but I do think we need to relook at this and how we're ending the book, and maybe some of what's written there will even get, you know, incorporated into what we're
So
writing. But,
what I want to do,
uh-huh,
take this whole thing
and move it after.
and, yep, hold on one
Oh,
second.
put sailing forward and then the three return to wholeness, sailing forward, three harmonic octaves.
That's what I want to take this off, put it under sailing forward, and I'll even sit with the whole thing tonight and see how it fits. And that the three harmonic, and there's obviously the sailing forward might be the beginning part, but it's part of the call to action. And we want people to go like, hey, I want to do this, I want to learn more. And therefore they get left with um we're not just going to leave it at the end with the octaves. There'll be like another couple of paragraphs to end the flow of the whole book.
I mean, I think like in how I view it, I think sailing forward, three harmonic octaves, and then sailing forward is like essentially just like another section that wraps up like bringing in the three harmonic octaves and our journey together. But I think, I mean, I I would need to read what sailing forward is right now, but I think having,
We will. That's
yeah.
so I just
Um,
ask other people, can I jump to
mhm,
other people?
yeah.
So in hearing what I was sharing, how do you feel about that? And we'll take a break and then we'll come back and read Sailing Forward and see and just feel like where it lands people right now. And if we switched it, how it would work. Tyson?
You said something to me that really resonated. You said the dance of the three harmonic octaves. And to me, that needs to be described, right? Which we haven't done yet. And
Okay.
so fleshing all that out, the whole chart and what they mean is really, to me, the key part of that. And that I think will help us know how, whether that goes as parting sailing forward or is a lead into it or whatever. But that dance is really what needs to be explained next. Which is really what, in the last you're saying, right? You want to write about those different aspects or attributes, right? And out of that, we'll have more clarity about how it all fits together. So, but I'm not against moving, it down below. I just think we may be a little early to make that decision.
Well, it's got to go in tonight or tomorrow, first thing tomorrow morning. So there's no more. I mean, well, I think if we come back together, like take a break and come back and read it, we'll have a sense of.
Okay.
I think we'll just ask the David to make it clear. It's like,
Shell, I almost thought you were going to say, well, we really should put the whole three harmonics back in chapter 11. What I see is Voyage 12. It goes into the extraordinary outcomes associated with the case studies. And it's very, story oriented. And now we're having a rather different discussion about the extraordinary outcome associated with our heart-soul progression. And the case study of how the consortium started out with a focus on heart resonance, and it became so much more than that.
well, that's an interesting thought.
So added in almost as a
It doesn't really totally fit with Voyage 11, though. I don't know.
maybe not, but to consider it part of the extraordinary outcomes and really put it in the context of not just have all these stories and then all of a sudden there's something kind of conceptual. So that's my
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is necessarily what you're saying, but I mean, I do think it's interesting if we do go, especially if we're expanding the three harmonic octaves, having that be like the main part of chapter 12. Start with the three harmonic octaves and explaining it, and then
Wait a minute.
we brush over.
Hold on. Oh, you mean put the three, sorry, I just want to make sure I understand. So what you're saying is put the three harmonic octaves before
Extraordinary outcomes.
extraordinary outcomes. Oh, that's interesting.
And then the chapter Navigating Home is about the three harmonic octaves. And then we go into
Right. That's
like
interesting.
wrapping up the book of going over what our journey's been together, returning to wholeness, and then, how we're sailing forward together. And then we can
like that.
reiterate.
Yeah, I think you might be on, Deb, I think you're onto something. I think
I think that's a great idea.
that it comes right. Okay, hold on. Let's just look for 1 second. So navigating home, about wayfinding, our collective journey, the experience of radical earth heart resonance expands our capacity, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, I think you're right. Should we move
And
it?
then we go into actually describing the
I-
three harmonics and everything. And then we talk about how this works.
Yeah, and how it works.
And then the outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shit.
brilliant.
I think that was great. I loved how that emerged. The emergent flow. That's amazing. So okay, so
better than I thought it would be. Yeah, it really was.
Deb has had her day.
I'm like, Deb, I don't know if that's what you were saying or not, but I was like, oh.
Okay, hold on. Let's okay, I'm gonna move it. Everyone in?
Yep.
All right, do it.
All right. Wow, that feels really different. So navigating home, and then we'll get ourselves into the,
Oh, this is brilliant because then we'll be able to tie it with the wayfinding and how, and wayfinding involves having a consistent North Star or a consistent point of reference. So our point of reference in our progression from heart resonance into earth heart resonance and beyond, what was our North Star, so to speak? What was our consistent point? Because we
well,
find, yeah,
it actually, like in the Southern Ocean, it's not the North Star, it's the
Southern Cross.
Southern,
Southern Cross, right?
right. But you know what's really interesting? So excuse me, I have so much that I haven't even shown you yet. So this, I just got it. So I have all this work I've been doing from reading the Song of Waitaha. And it's the end of the book. It's the sailing forward. It's the information. It totally brings back Waitaha. And we can and wayfinding in Waitaha. And I'll do it. I'll do it for I have a whole document that I've been working on, and I've been taking notes from this book. And I think those pieces will be an amazing end to this book.
I think you're right,
I think I'm
because I've been
right.
getting flashes of that in the last few days, just how powerful his writing is and how
So
deep it is.
did you anyone see my postings about the moon? Because that's actually the North Star. That is the because okay, oh, this is so amazing. I'm like freaking out. It's so amazing. Okay, hold on. Where's my phone? So no, I actually sent it to you guys. I put it in the SED and I gave it because it was the moon. It was Marama that was the guiding that did the tides of life that they would wait for the moon before they went anywhere. Everything, even the gardens at the birthplace of the gods, Castle Hill. It was all understanding the tides of life and the gardens, and that everyone is a garden, and they would the the whole thing from Easter Island was about moving with the tides of the moon because everything moves with the tides of the moon, from the balance of the male and female to the birds to the sap coming up the tree. That is the ending of the book. Woohoo!
There's one more concept that you said that I liked that I'd like to to be reiterated, and that is you talked about the three harmonics as being like the sail the sail for sailing forth, right? And I love that concept.
Hold on, just wait a minute. Okay, let me just make a note of that. Um,
You, in this case, Tyson, you mean the sail for sailing forward, that means the motor, the pusher, the
Yeah,
power
it's
source.
one thing to have the destination or the Southern Cross and navigating by the moon, right, which is your destination, but the actual momentum of carrying you forward on the tides is the sail, right? And the sail is the three harmonics, right? It's the wind in the sail.
I was
It's
going to say it's the wind.
it's the wind in the sail.
The, it's the
I
wind.
would, yeah, I mean, I would say that, if we want to talk about the sail analogy, that the actions, the essential action step, the actions or whatever we want to do it, is like our catchment system. Like that is the strength of your sail. That's what practice, like that's what allows you to catch the wind.
Right. I
And
think
and
that's
then the, the progressions essentially are a way for navigating how well you are doing those practices or staying true to to the frequency.
Okay. I think we just totally, this is what's happening. This is amazing. This is what's happening in the movie. Like the same thing. Like all of a sudden it's like everything's just going like landing. Amazing. And it's, I feel I'm wow, very cool. So let's take a break and I might see if I can just grab some of that stuff and put it in. I'm not sure. I'd like to put it in before we hand it to Nalasa. I mean to Astara.
Astara.
And the last one.
I mean, they're probably not going, I imagine, I don't know if they're going to work on it this weekend if we wanted to. What?
No, they won't work on it.
And so if we,
She'll put it into the work. So,
yeah.
all right, I'll just we'll just
And so I'm just thinking we can work on it a bit
on over the weekend.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally sequestered in for the movie, so I have to be really careful. Like I've told Elizabeth, like not I have nothing, but I can do it at night
Okay.
here. So let's try and get it in, and we'll let
Okay.
everybody know when we have enough.
Can you make this recording a transcript and send it to me and I'll piece apart some of the things we said?
I'm going to make it a transcript, but for some reason, I'm just going to pause the recording. Ah, cookie finished. Elizabeth brought cookies. Here's my feeling about the book. Because if you remember when we saw the formatting, how really beautiful she did it with the waves. We have 12 chapters. And I'm thinking there's like pretty much, I mean, it can vary, but pretty much one picture per chapter. Or what I'm finding, I mean, if we start like loading it up with pictures, number one, they're only going to be black and white. Number two, she just asked that they are high res, and most of the pictures we have are not high res. There are some important pictures, and even if you look at the graph, it's so beautiful in color. Do we want to ask her that we want that one page in color? We can ask her just that one page, or where it shows up, that is the color in the book. So that would be in in the three different parts.
The other option of that is it would just be different gradients of shading, so we could
Well,
still.
well, I mean that's anyway. It's going to
Yeah.
be shading. But I'm just
The biggest thing with that, I think, is price, cost, and production. So that would be the question, I think, for her as far as having a sprinkling of color photo pictures. Like, I
not
would.
saying a sprinkling of color. I'm just saying
You're
that.
saying whenever
Oh,
they show up 4 times.
oh, right. Sorry, you're right.
Right, yeah, 4 times.
Well, we can ask her what that would be. In any case, maybe it's not. But we want to make for marketing. We want to have like a bookmark or cool stuff with that. So, but in terms of pictures, I think let's just go through the book and pick out the main, most important pictures that we need for the book. I think it's not difficult. And stop, like I was just getting so overwhelmed with the picture thing, and I know I'm probably holding on to most of the pictures, and they're just not great. And so let's just find the ones that we really feel are important and leave it at that instead of just me grabbing a whole bunch of pictures and I don't know why are you smiling, Melissa?
Just because I'm smiling. I'm not smiling. I, like just kind of like I
Okay.
like you're both saying like let's get rid of them, and I'm the one that got them all in there in the first place, and so I'm just like, all right, let's dive in.
You got what all in?
That's what I was hearing you were saying. Like you're the one who added the photos, but they're not the photos you actually necessarily want.
Some just went in at different times. I'm not saying that I mean, obviously, I'm probably the only one that added them, but because nobody else knows how. But other than that, but are you guys up for that? Like, we'll just kind
Sure,
of
let's do it.
skim through the book and go, yay, nay. Oh, we really need one here, and do we have one here? And let's get really clear and then I can show you the pictures that I have. But again, they're not. A lot of them were screenshots, and that's not going to be any good. So, right. So, and anyway, I went through this in my first book, and I found, and one thing A Star is not offering us, which I can't figure out why. Like when my publisher said, I went on, uh, wait a minute, did she offer get the Getty picture? Oh, no, sorry, that was my website. Sorry. I think got so many different things. So the publisher in the beginning, he didn't use what's the one that stock iStock? Okay.
There's a lot of stock for
Shutterstock.
Shutterstock. There's lots of stock
Shutterstock.
photo.
Okay. So I got offered to go on to Shutterstock and pick my pictures because those are all fine. And as a publisher, they have access to these pictures. Just how she's getting even the astrolabe. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and then I'm going to put in this email, you know, do you have access to Shutterstock? And I want access in to figure out where there might be pictures, or can we get access in or something?
Anyone can access them.
Okay,
You
but
can
yes,
you can
hold on, wait a minute. She has to give us permission. Otherwise, we're paying for every picture, and I don't want to pay for these pictures.
Okay.
We don't have to. That's what I'm
what what I understood was we would go through it. We'd find a picture and say we really like this one, and the publisher would say, "Oh, they only want 25 cents for that one. Yeah, let's go with that one. This other."
Not really how it works. I mean, basically, they have access for a publisher has access they pay a certain amount to be able to get whatever, 100 photos.
They have like a subscription service. I mean, on Canva, I have access to like a ton of different photos. So depending on what we need, I can always look on there. I also have access to Adobe. I have some amount for free on Adobe stock photos as well.
Right. Stock photos,
but what?
right. Yeah.
So, uh, anyway, I think fine to ask her about what she needs, but anyway, we need to be clear on what we want. But I can look on Canva for
And
somewhat
I'm not
relative.
really into like, I feel like we want photos that are our own photo, like if we can get, for the most part, our own, but, unless it's a picture of a Vesica Pisces, or something like that. But the stock photos, unless you're paying, have a subscription, you can pay for them, but I'm open, whatever. Okay, let's just go into the book. So, okay, here's it. So you have to bear, and the other thing is, I can't remember, do we want a picture, like a special picture to go on each part? I don't remember what she should have been showing us this, I think. Before it goes into the next edit, we should be able to see the formatting. I'm pretty sure that's part of the. So what I'm saying is, like, preparing the voyage has a large picture. As people open into that's indicative of you're moving into the next chapter. Are you guys, I'm looking at like eyes that are not even hello.
Can you say that one more time?
So in my book, when you hit part one and there was a title, it had a very specific, beautiful, gorgeous picture on the full page as you're turning into part one.
So, I mean, I know I don't totally remember, and I only saw it really quickly when she was just going through it, but like there's lots of images, and I think there are blank pages with imagery on them before each thing. Like, I don't remember. I don't know if that video ever got sent to us of the talk that we had with her, and she like scrolls through the book, and I was like, oh wow, like there's a lot of detail and imagery and like just spaciousness within the book from all of that. So I don't know
Okay.
where that is.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna do Astara. Um, uh, is there already a specific photo for each part? If not, can we consider that?
Where do the waves come in?
I don't, I mean, to me, this is a part of the design part. We should be already have that or have a, a mock-up of it.
But where are the waves?
I don't know.
The
I,
ones that on the left-hand side, are they?
I don't know. All
Okay.
she did was flip through it really fast. It wasn't like, and, um, and that was a long time ago. So I don't know. I mean,
Maybe we can see that document.
well, I'm going to ask her. Yeah, that's
Okay.
anyway, that's the point. So,
Right,
okay,
got it.
so there's number one. Okay, great. So table of contents, here's the introduction. We don't probably need a picture, and we have our picture co-authors. We're at the prologue. I mean, the wayfinding would be amazing to have that photo of, like, do we want to have a way like that photo? Actually, I could just start putting them in. Just hold
You
on.
mean
The
the
like
one
the brick block print.
No.
or something from the
Wait,
Polynesian Voyaging Society?
wait a minute. No. Um, hold on. I'll pull it up. I'll slip it in. I think I do have that. Sorry. All right. Well, maybe what we should do is just make it simple. I'm just going to put in here, question, photo, question mark, okay. So that's a question mark there. So it's the one that I'm thinking about is the one that has it's on Barry Brailsford's new book, which is hilarious, but I found it before I saw his book. All right, so the opening Karakia, that doesn't need one. And now we're preparing the voyage. And we have Bethlehem. So I do have a picture of, like, we could put a picture. Oh, well, we have this picture. Do we want that picture in here? The Old Man in the Mountains doesn't really, I think we would want his Bethlehem house. I don't think we're really, Shelley pointed out the high cropping of the Old Man in the Mountain. So does that make sense to have in there? Should we have just a picture of Bethlehem?
I
Well,
think
the
it's
one that doesn't
really,
exist anymore unless we talk about him disappearing.
I'm sorry. Could you say it again, Tice?
The old man doesn't exist anymore unless we want to talk about him disappearing, right?
Uh, right. It had we are it's already in there that he toppled. But I mean,
To answer your question, Shell, I really think we need to have the things that people can't get anywhere else, and that's our case studies. Each and every one of the case studies merits at least one
okay,
photograph.
we're not there yet, though, Deb. We're getting there.
Okay.
I mean, definitely we are gonna have a case study picture. So right now it's like, do we want a picture? Then we need a picture of Bethlehem. But we're not at the Bethlehem house yet. So my question was, are we leaving this in or out? I just wanted to get yay, nay, thumbs up or no?
If we only have 12, that wouldn't be one of them from my
Okay.
vote.
Well, right now, let's cam the 12 right now. Let's just see what we end up with right now.
I'm not attached to this, like, unless we want to, like, essentially make some reference to, like, land having awareness and, it gives you a feel for being in the White Mountains in New Hampshire for
Well,
me.
it's
But
more about this iconic, it's like a sacred site kind of iconic kind of thing.
yeah,
I mean, without it, if Shelley pointed out,
Mhm.
it's
The sacred guardian of the White Mountains.
yeah, he's like the sacred guardian.
yeah. I'm fine leaving. I'm
Okay,
indifferent to it. I think,
different. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm indifferent to it as well.
I think we should maybe get a different picture of it, though. I would get one that would translate to black and white a little bit better or that's already in black and white, or a little bit more artistic than that.
It happens to be really good, but I think the black and white,
Yeah.
uh, and maybe smaller black and white.
I
Yeah.
mean, I do like that it's clearly a drawing as opposed to
Okay, so
a
there.
photograph.
Okay, so but I do have some pictures of hold on, that's the uh
Ron's house.
Ron's house, but and maybe we need to take out that picture of the old man and put it, but it is the beginning of the book, so would be a place from across the street. And this is more about the tree, so this would have to be a photo of so possible photo of the house and the tree.
Do we have a good photo of that
Well, guess what? Guess where I am?
right nearby?
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
put
go
one.
take that photo.
Yeah.
Question mark. Okay. So that's that.
On the other side of the highway. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that one. Creation of the SED, evolutionary dowsing. So speak up if you think a picture should be going in here. Okay. So this picture, it gets used in every book.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's important.
yeah, I think it's yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
a foundational. If somebody could find something better,
Okay.
fabulous. But
Do we have permission to use it?
Um,
'Cause, I mean, it's a heart math picture. I don't know what their policy is.
um, all right, so I think honestly, Noel said, why don't you just take note? This is one of those that you can probably find on iStock or one of those other ones that we could just so if you find one in iStock or in one in Adobe, because this should be in there. It's one that's used by everybody. So just uh, please add the link and write like where you find it. Okay. And that way we can check with the Astara. All right. Law of resonance, entrainment, navigating from head to heart. Okay, so whose is that? Oh, that's yours. We can't make, let's get rid of this.
That's fine.
I mean, it's a copy of it. I mean, if you want to try to do something different, or it's a little, for me, for the book, it's too raw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
can do something else. I just need to have like, I mean, I guess I could be inspired, but if you guys have ideas of what we,
I'm just looking at the artistic quality right now.
I would have done, you guys just kind of didn't like any of my photos, so I didn't go back in. I would have gone back in and made this lighter and a bunch of different things that is different than what it is right now for.
Not, for me, it's not so much lighter, it's the artistic, like the arms aren't right. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I mean, if you're making a cartoon like this one, that's one thing. And, but um, this, like if you can draw this better, that's a whole other ballgame.
Well, didn't you find the artist for
Yes, I
this?
did, but he never, yeah, I'm sure we could probably use it. He never responded.
Yeah. So I
Um,
think on this one, it's almost,
You can delete mine though.
um, so we'll just put, um, found, and I'll put it in found artist, never responded. At least I'll go back and look. Okay. Oh, does everyone agree? We kind of really like this picture, but this is just a screenshot.
Hmm.
But Nalasa, you might be able to find, and I guess I'll start to look too on Shutterstock or, I mean, true, if it's $12, usually they're going to be $12 to $33 if you don't have a subscription. See if you can find a head to heart thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we like this photo. Okay. Um,
Yeah, well, $12 is not a whole lot of money today.
well, if we can find it, we have to find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so tuning to the heart, first harmonic octave, we have that, so we don't need anything there. We're on earth heart resonance. So here's probably where the house should be. The picture of the house. I think this is where either maybe like right here. It's a little dark in here. Did anyone notice how dark?
Now, what time is it? Oh, 6:12. Okay.
Okay, so here we're gonna put a okay. So we don't really need I don't know if we need the other photo, or maybe we'll have two of the Bethlehem house. I don't know. Okay, whole systems health. I mean, we probably could get.
one of are the photographs with Tyson and Charlie and you next to those sculptures, are they
I mean, I like
quality?
Yeah.
Are they usable?
like I think to have them in the beginning of the book. I don't know. What's people's thoughts about that?
I don't think
Just
they really fit. I mean, I love them.
Yeah.
I think they're
Yeah.
I
funny.
don't.
And
I
I
think
love
you
them.
can use them in marketing or something. I don't think they really are going to enhance the book.
Yeah.
What we're doing. So
And we needed all those beings help.
All those beings help, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so second harvest. So I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of pictures. Okay. Voyage 3, the sacred science of co-creation. Add, oh, I do have a photo here. Okay, I have that photo. Okay.
Is that the stone on the driveway or what?
No, this is the photo. Uh, oh no, wait, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Hold on. What are you saying about the photo in the driveway?
Oh, I don't know. I just remember,
Hold on, maybe, yeah. Um, this photo was the photo where we went, that had the photo of the stone, the Indian village that
all
was.
right, I know which one you mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that might be a good photo for there. Anyone, I mean, does anyone not think would be a good photo? It shows that, it shows us. There's a picture of one with Charlie and I. uh, There's another one with Kathy. There's one by itself. Anyway. Okay, universal laws, law of correspondence. Law of five, so we've got this one.
5 elements.
5 elements. I mean, that's simple, that's easy, that's.
It's a good picture or one like it, real
Oh.
simple.
Yeah, and then we have, we'll have to see how these, like that picture in black and white probably isn't really gonna work.
Which one? Oh. Um,
I don't think it's gonna,
I mean, there's not very much color to it. It's just a matter of how it.
I mean, basically, it's kind of cool, like after this one, then if I don't know. But also we have, the Egyptian orbis symbol of the snake. So we could just get rid of this one and just use the orbis.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Okay, let's get rid of that. We don't really need that. Okay. All right, unified field. Okay, 12 around 1. So, oh, let's just see what we have here. 12 around 1. I think, well, we haven't talked about us. Do we want a picture of a real 12 around 1? Well, I mean, this doesn't tell me 12 around 1 at all. Like
No.
I've got a lot of pictures of 12 around 1.
Right.
So maybe that needs to go here. Tell me if you don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to have pictures of Flower of Life and stuff? I mean,
Do we
people-
need this? I think it helps people to understand, or we can just have a picture of the 12 round 1.
No, I would have both. I think that
Yeah.
showing
Okay.
how that evolves is important.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, go.
I'm fine having it. What? I'll make one. What is this from? I think these are blurry.
Yeah, I think so too. So,
And do we want to add Fruit of Life? And what is Fruit of Life? The, like,
okay, so
That's like a
I'm just going to
Pisces.
write Nalasa photo.
The fruit of life, I'd have to look it up. I think it's in the same way the flower of life is all based on sixes, the fruit of life goes up to 12.
I don't know if we really, I don't think we really need it. I don't think it's going to add anything. I think we could just, because, and it's also to have four is like confused, like,
Well, we mention it, and so
where are we mentioning it?
evolving from a seed of life, then the flower of
Oh.
life, and then the fruit of life, we are living wholes.
Where are,
Just above it, talk about
uh,
floral life is a great example.
okay, all right, well, all right, so
And
we'll,
so if we mention it,
all right, see what you can do.
but even so, we don't say the Vesica Pisces in that trilogy. So,
We create a Vesica Pisces.
do.
What
oh,
did we-
yep. And then, so fruit of life.
Okay, anyway, keep going. So we want that picture.
If we have a 12 around 1, it may be the fruit of life is the 12 around 1.
I don't know. Let's keep going. Spirit of place, history. Okay, so now we're on iGrow. This is the history. I think that we need a picture of iGrow. Well,
I
this
thought I already had one of the garden.
it's not the right one. Gotta go find it.
This would be more the kind of the before picture of
Hold on.
the,
Working successfully. Yeah. Okay, her next rather than continue expanding. So here, the Peace House. So I think we need a picture here of the Peace House. Just something.
Do we have a picture?
I gotta go look, and I can contact Shanti Hart if I need
Yeah,
to.
Shanti Hart's probably got some.
Well, I had them, but I just have to see if I can find them. Okay, Peace House photo there. Okay, working co-creatively, heart resonance, intelligence of nature. I'm thinking seen and unseen energies. Okay, what are we doing about this Kanyini? Nalasa, can you just make a, like, it doesn't even have to have a drawing like that. Can you just make like even make a like how you make a banner on Canva, just make a chart, but not as blank, not so it like so the chart is more maybe find a picture of the earth and a universe and just put these things in.
Yeah, I can do something like that.
All right, let's just say, okay, so we're gonna get rid of this one.
Do you want a person or not a person?
I wouldn't worry about it. I think
But you want just like kind of the spirals? Like, do you want the weaving?
uh I think if you just read like Kanyini embraces our one with nature, family, and kindred spirit relationship to all creation.
Yeah,
I think
well, it's based on the energy, coming up like the
From the
ball,
earth.
the energy coming up from Earth up to the
right.
heavens.
I think it should be really simple so someone doesn't think we're trying to copy. It's just our little chart of Kanyini.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, because they've only got certain spots. They don't have all the chakras.
Right. So I think this is water, earth, and sky.
Yeah.
I think it can be really simple.
Water, earth, and sky.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Earth, water.
just look at that photo
Photo, yeah.
or the art. The art. Look at the art. It's just earth, water. It's just water, earth,
Heart and sky, kind of.
spiral. I don't know. I just don't think it should be hand drawn.
That's fine.
I think it just should be something that maybe you can get a picture and just put something on it. But I wouldn't really worry about I think you could also use a tree.
Yep. I was
Well,
thinking
there
of
you
that
go.
for the
Yeah.
roots going down.
Yeah, I think it could be a root. Yeah. And it could, you know what? I've actually even seen people do this. You could have the snake, go up the tree.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it can be simple. Just don't do a drawing. Just make it
Yep.
super simple. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. All right, aligning with the case study. We're still on iGrow. Move from the building to the discover the house. I don't think we necessarily need another picture. I don't think so. The Schumann resonance, working with it. So the Schumann resonance might be a place to have a picture. It can be a musical picture. It can be, well, let's see. I'm just going to put an X here, see if we can find one for the Schumann resonance. I'll go look on iStock. So did you say you have iStock and,
I mean, there's just like I don't have a subscription. I looked it up.
okay,
But
let me send a text to a star and ask.
yeah, I would just ask her like if does she have a subscription to somewhere that we could pick out photos from, and if so, what they are, and we will look for them there.
Yeah, okay, Earth
Um,
energy lines, nature spirits and elementals. I don't, do you think we need a picture for nature spirits and elementals?
Yeah, draw a picture of an elemental.
No, thank you. Okay, crystal realms. I actually have this amazing picture of crystals.
But they'll change color as you do it.
We could put a crystal skull. You want a crystal skull in here or crystal realms, crystal skulls. This is a crystal skull. Do we want a picture of a crystal skull or is that too weird?
I don't think we need it.
I don't think
No,
okay, great. Thanks.
yeah.
Keep going. Great. And now we're still in iGrow. Um, what would be really cool about iGrow is if we could get that picture from Joanne, not Joanne, from Shanti Hart. Um, not here. It's in the other. Um,
The tree.
we could get a picture of the tree, maybe. I'm just gonna make myself a note. Hold on. Shelley, hold on. Okay. Um,
Wasn't there a picture of her and somebody else, that somebody came over and helped put the crystals down?
no, I don't, yeah, that picture isn't that great, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
she has a picture of the ghost.
Oh,
That would be really cool. So I'll ask her about that. All right, so now listening to the land, transmuting discordant energies, positive and negative. We should definitely put in, I've got those pictures of positive and negative vortexes. I think we should have one. Yes? No? Positive?
sure.
Sure, why not?
Diagram, yeah.
Okay.
We have to remember that there's probably a lot of people that will be called to this that don't have a lot of knowledge about all of this stuff.
Right. And also having a little picture here and there keeps people present.
Yeah.
So, okay, and geopathic stress, we definitely want to, I have a picture of, all these are on either we can get something that, oops, so. Stress, Convita, I don't think what is this? Oh, this is where you started to change it up? Yikes.
oh, yeah, this we haven't gone through this.
Okay, hold on. We definitely need to. So one of the most, all right, let's, we gotta just go through this pretty quickly. Like one of the most potent alchemical symbols in sacred geometry, the Merkaba star hedron, is an ancient science? No.
I didn't explain that. I mean,
What?
like, I moved the Merkaba so it didn't start with it because, like, it was trying to go into what it said. Obviously, this needs to get redone, and I added, like, John, I think, didn't like how it was talked about in how it spins, was
Okay,
kind of what
all
he
right, so
Did
wanted to do.
everybody see Naj's work on this that she sent to everybody?
Yeah,
what?
Naj sent an email with all of this, and I agree with not what Naj was able to describe.
she
Um,
basically sent us an email the same day that we met with John that said after that phone call, she went on and double checked what he had said, and it basically verified what we had already written.
Right. And actually, I mean, Catherine Parker, like this is all in her book. This is all so I just don't, I mean, if we start, hold on. So, well, why can we just say one of the most potent alchemical symbols, the Merkaba or star tetrahedron in sacred geometry is okay, hold on. Let's get rid of this.
you
So,
can just hit accept and it will change back.
And you just say an ancient symbol rather than science.
wait, in sacred geometry is it had symbol. One of the most potent alchemical symbols in sacred geometry is the Merkaba or the stay, period.
Start.
And
Yep.
then it says an ancient science. Is it a science?
No, it's ancient science refers, I think, to
Yeah,
El
hold on. So hold on, just hold on, let me just fix this. Ancient science or science, is it ancient science? Ancient science speaks to, I'm just gonna try and do my best here. Speaks to the energy patterns found in nature, symbolizing the uniosphere matter above and below. The Merkaba refers to a shape of, okay, fine, okay.
I would say the Merkaba speaks to the energy patterns found in nature, not ancient science.
Yeah, or yeah,
Right,
I would say that too.
okay.
And it explains, I mean, it is a pattern that, I mean, also I mean, the Merkaba,
Why you're getting rid of design, the two-dimensional image, it is a design, or no? Speak up, somebody.
well, but we're describing a three-dimensional thing, and so
Right.
we're flattening out to show the two-dimensional image, but it's not the design. Like the, that's what I was getting at. Like the design.
The three-dimensional, okay, we got it. The three-dimensional representation of the Merkaba symbol consists of two triads that face opposite directions and connect over. That is like, that's, if you go, Jane, this is like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem is. What is the problem with this?
Um, so I don't exactly know what John's thing
Okay,
was, but I think it was like the three-dimensional representation of it.
okay, this is what I'm going to say in the last,
Mhm.
this is going in.
Oh, that's
So,
fine.
so we're,
Oh, we can go in. I was making notes because like if we want to correct this to his feedback, like that was the area, like something of that needs to get changed around.
okay, means that the divine all merged by counter-rotating, we don't have to say wheels, it's energies of light. Okay. So what I would say at this point is let this go through. And if we want
Yeah.
to come back and deal with it when it comes back, but let's just keep going.
And do we want to keep this image?
Yeah,
Uh, well, this shows the,
Does- yeah.
um, what this is describing. I mean, this is correct. I mean, it is a correct image.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Just,
Is
it's,
it high res? Do we need a new one?
I don't think you have to worry with black and white. She can, let's
Okay.
just let her figure that out. And don't forget, she was the one who said to us, wait, 7, a murder victim. You know, insert, that's the second one. I'm just going to put photo. And this is just a question mark. I don't know if we need it. Okay. Working remotely, the sacred ocean dowsing protocol. Oh, this was the part about adding emergence. I can probably add that in. Okay, safety and grounding. The sacred golden ray attunement. I do have a picture, but I don't know if it that was in my other book. I don't know if oh, I don't know if we want to. What do you guys think? Do we maybe we don't need it? Don't need it? No.
I'd like to see it before I say yes or no.
All right, let's just leave it off for right now. We don't really need it. Researching ancestral history, change spirits to when. Okay, yes, good idea. Okay, that one. River cruise. This paragraph should be moved. I copied subsection. It's on page 98 now, and it's better to be specific. We cannot have it in both places. I'm highlighting this so one is not doubled. It is on page 98, not page 96. It is better to be specific. Well, okay, help. This should be
I'd like it kept on page 98.
what?
I'd like it kept on page 98. The
So
same
it's
paragraph.
exact, okay, so I'm gonna come back and check this tonight. All right.
Okay.
Okay, insert, okay, Charlie,
What?
I need an Earth grid picture. Let's go.
Is that what you wrote to me? Yeah,
I've been-
I'll try to get that. Yeah.
I think I might have one.
Well, you want one just from anybody here or?
No, I'm just
Maybe,
asking.
maybe a generic one.
All right. I mean, or you, because
Well,
you
I
wanted
think
one for,
I think it should have Mount Agamenticus in it for sure.
Yeah, but
okay.
But I'll go, if you can
All
get
right.
that to me by tomorrow. I know, look, I know every
Yeah.
grid that you've done has it. And if it could have, what would be
Yeah.
really great if it could be even one with the consortium or one,
Yeah.
but I'm going to
Well-
ask you for another one. So write this down, Mount Agamenticus. That's the first grid that we need. And then we're going to need a land acknowledgement, assessment and remediation. All right, it's almost at 8. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so here is one of Joanne's. Oops, where to go? One of Joanne's pictures. Actually, I just don't know how good this was going to come out. I might call Joanne and ask her. Do we have another?
I love this picture, if it's at all possible to use it quality-wise, because it's so distinct from the other photographs of buildings. It really shows
The only issue is that it's so dark. The question is, it's so dark. How is it going to show up? And it's a weird. I'll have to just. I don't know. What do you think, Nalasa? It's pretty dark, isn't it?
I'm being pushed to say this, and I've been reluctant to say it, but I'll say it anyway. What I'm getting is that some of these can be done as line drawings.
No one's going to be doing that at this point.
Well, that's not,
Unless you want to offer, Tyson, no one's going to no one's going to do it. So if you want to do it, like we do have another one of Imani's land that I think is a line drawing, but Joanne might have a like a black and white like architectural drawing because
yeah,
she,
that's what I'm thinking of.
right, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask Joanne, but otherwise, I mean, I just meant like no one's going to start drawing.
But which would be good on that one to show what is what, right? It's from this one, it's hard to know
I,
what is what.
I don't even think I don't think it really matters. Like people, um, this is showing
Yeah,
all,
it's just
this is showing all, well, it's not showing all the acreage of the 500. But I'm sure, let me call Joanne. I'll see if I can get a better one.
okay.
Okay, we'll just see if we can get a better one of Joanne's. And I think
So I'm gonna have to leave, because I have to get on, go to the hole to bring in the chief. So if there's anything you need, just let me know what it is and I'll read what you put in the,
just for right now, get me the Agamenicus grid. Like
okay. Well, you wanted another grid of, what's her name's land, so just get the Agamenicus grid, okay,
right now, just get, and I'll
okay,
just see if I can
all
find,
right.
and,
I remember you having one, Charlie, of Agamenicus that extended all the way to Tiny Houses, Portland.
we can't use that.
Okay, we
I
can't.
mean, I would love
Right.
to, use that, or Charlie's got to just make another
No,
one.
I've got so many that I've done for private people, for other people and stuff. So I'll pick one that sort of,
Okay.
Don't
It-
pick one giving us somebody else's house, like, let's.
no, it's, I have them for all kinds of different things.
Okay,
So
see if
I
you
just,
can,
yeah,
see if you can get it for,
yeah. You
and
want one? Yeah, okay.
we want more than one, but just if you can get one of Imani's land,
You're right.
just.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Monty's land if we can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, part 3, anchoring
All right.
home. All right,
Bless you
Charlie,
all.
good.
Thank you
Right,
so
Charlie.
much.
All
Yeah.
right, bye. Okay, anchoring home, hearts and wholeness, hearts across the world. What's this? If this was the very first gathering, how could there already be members and field advisors? An invitation was extended to all members of the SED consortium and field advisors. What's the issue? Is there an issue?
It doesn't matter anymore. It's fine. I was just confused when I first read it and like the timeline between it, like it was from a while ago, the comment and
This,
just it showing up here.
because we started on January full moon and this is March.
Yep.
Okay, I might have something I can place in there. Okay, navigating choppy waters, a person going crazy?
I need to run and get my charger. I mean, I know we're almost done, but I'm very low.
Okay. So navigating choppy waters, I don't think unless it was some kind of cartoon cool picture. Fostering group coherence. Okay, I'll deal with that. And smooth sailing. I think we should end with a picture of a walker though, don't you? Or something, we need a photo.
Smooth sailing.
I think we just need some kind of photo here.
I mean, she has that picture of a walker that she was going to work on.
Right, we haven't seen them yet though. Oh, whoops, not you, sorry. Sorry. Or this could be a picture of all of us. I don't
Why
know.
is it going here?
Okay. It's the end of the book, Smooth Sailing. Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry. Voyage 10. How did that
Yeah,
happen?
and there is a picture at the end of
Wait
the
a
book
minute.
of
Why
like
is
a
there a
bunch of
smooth sailing and a, oh, sailing for,
sailing forward.
that's weird. That's why I thought
Well,
it
you
was,
had choppy waters and then you would go to smooth sailing. And there is a picture at the end of the book of a bunch of
never
people
mind.
and um
Yeah, we have to decide what to do about that. Okay.
yeah.
Radical Earth Heart Resonance. And we need, okay, here we need a picture of Amani. Yeah, we do. Okay. How about a picture of the sound peace chamber?
Mhm.
I can get it. I can get that from Amani. Oh, it's a little challenging right now. But I can probably go find one on Facebook. Photo. Sorry. Photo. Um, chamber. And also grid. Actually, I have a couple of really of pictures of hers. Okay. So I think we're doing good with Amani's. We'll be fine with Amani's. Direct knowing. Edge of the unknown. The third harmonic chord, we got that. Return to love, tiny house community. Now this is what's tricky because we uh maybe we can just put in a picture, just a generic picture of a tiny house community or of the tree or oh no, we could have picture here. I think we could have a photo of like a map
Yeah,
of
that's
area,
what I'm thinking about.
map of area, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Map of the area with the native names on it would be wonderful.
You know, truthfully, I think that would be amazing for every one of our case studies. That's really taking it home, right?
Mhm.
Um, oops, sorry, cancel.
And it conveniently also would disguise which specific streets we were talking about for the tiny house community.
No, I think that's great. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. That would be amazing for each one of them. That kind of actually makes it kind of
Mhm.
coherent. All right. I love that idea. Unseen spirit helpers, clear intention.
There was something in there in red text that said add grid map.
Okay, that's fine. Where insert grid map. Who's this is for?
Tiny house.
I don't know. We won't be able to, but that's okay. Not unless we can get Charlie to just move. If I can get Charlie to move the line, but I think he's too overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed at this point. Community, unity, sacred presence, navigating home. We're almost there. Wayfinding. We've got the 3 harmonic octaves. We don't need any more pictures than that. There's one I grow Chicago. This could be moved up.
Yeah.
But it's only a screenshot, so we gotta, I don't know. I think we have to probably delete this one. I'll go through it tomorrow. Right, and now we're just at the outcomes. Return to wholeness. Okay, are we using this? Can you make this?
I don't believe so.
I'd
What?
rather have,
It
I'd
won't
rather,
look good not in color.
yeah.
and
I don't know, I don't know, I mean, it would be great if I could create, I think, you know, it'd be really cool. Um, Nalasa, if we could, if I bet you could make this in Canva
hmm
and use, and you can find this, you can find on Google. I mean, this is beautiful. And what if we had just pictures, um, just get, you know, get rid of Marilyn and Deb and Teresa.
yeah, I mean, I think this would be a nice spot to have each of our photos, um,
Yeah,
and then even some just of like Earth.
yeah, or the Ford, yeah. So I'm gonna ask you if you would,
Like the different elements, or just something like representing like
okay.
symbolically different guides that we've worked with for the 12 around one.
Okay. Um, I don't think it's bad to have, I mean, we could definitely have, I mean, I think it's kind of cool to have other people's pictures in there beside us. Like maybe, I mean, it could be the elements, but I think, yeah, I mean, how many? There's six of us.
There's 6 of us, yeah, and then I mean, this, I
Oh,
obviously need to have a
12.
photo. There's 12, but there's 6 of us. There's 12 photos.
Right. So,
So we could have images of the different people that have contributed to this book in some way, or like Shanti and I don't know who else we'd want to do.
Shanti
They're
already,
part of the consortium.
yeah. So, all right, we'll talk about that this weekend. All right.
I
Epilogue.
just I need photos of everyone to be able to make it.
Okay, I can get that too. All right. I need to get rid of one of these. Which one should I keep?
The one closer up to you.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. And the reason is it most closely resembles the
I'm just-
other photos of all of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and crop it. Okay. Charlie, Tyson, Najma, we can't use it. I guess we can. It's there. Deb, Lassa. And oh, okay. So let's have a quick talk before we go. We got 10 minutes. Oh, look at me. I don't think the light's going on in here. Oh, good. Last piece. We lost Charlie, but I think it's fine.
And Najma's not here, which
Yeah, okay, but we're recording.
we are.
So, last piece is Nalasa and I were talking last night about her contribution and and then you can talk what you want about her contribution in terms of the reciprocity in financial exchange and what would that look like, and something after we were going back and forth a little bit about what, you know, she really wants, something popped in me, and what I felt was that it's too much money at this point for her to try and compensate and be an equal co-creator. But here's another way to look at it. And then we would split the whatever the
Proceeds.
proceeds equally, which is that Nalasa, in it basically she would be like $1,700 short of what we've put in. If she just puts in a breakdown for just this time, sorry if I'm not being clear, I'm really tired. And if she just puts in, splits it with us 6 ways, this last, payment, and we're going to need someone to do work, help create a simple website, do some marketing. We're not going to get a whole lot from Astara. So we were talking that if Nalasa was willing to be, that difference of money, she would do help do the website, do the artwork, whatever we're needing, and have that be an equal, therefore she could be energetically, because that's what I was feeling like. It just feels so funky, but she could be energetically be considered a co-author straight out, straight across the board. And she would, we would have an agreement for her services in exchange of the money that she would need to put in order to become a full co-creative author with us. Does that make sense?
I'm good with anything that, I've thought about this a fair amount too and talked about it with Nalas a little bit. I'm fair with anything that makes the six of us, including Nalasa, all equal. And that includes the proceeds as well. One of my thoughts, and I think having Nalasa help with the website and all the other stuff that's going to need to happen in order to get our book really ready to sell copies would be invaluable. And that's a perfect way to do it, Shel.
Right. And if we're doing an event, then that would be something that she could help with the marketing and do an event, because we are definitely going to be doing something. So it's not decide tonight, but it's just to kind of everyone think of. And let me just finish this one thought. And my sense is like, therefore, I would take her out of the contributing author, like for this edit, and just get her up in the co-author, so that when the formatting that we're going to receive back, and I also told her that I have Legal Shield, so I will go to Legal Shield and I will ask them, here's a situation, what's, help to write up a contract, or help to write up something, or what do we need to be thinking in terms of this? So just, so that we have it done in the right way.
I think Nalas is going to be one of the most important people in terms of really getting this book out there, and I want to do everything I can to encourage that. One of my thoughts was the five of us, since we're used to the idea of 5, 5, 5, 5 divided by 5 and 1, 1, 1, 1, that we all five of us contribute that, and Nalasa contributes the same number, but we set it aside because there's going to be expenses.
I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I think we need to just do what we like. If I can pay, I think if any of us can pay less. I think we're all. So let's hear from Tice and see what he feels. And yeah, I'm not totally into that. I get what you're saying, but right now, like, it's gonna be, I don't even know where it's coming from right now.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. The whole next step, though, is very unclear and will need a lot of discussion. So what that will involve and how we move forward and how we can use NALASA isn't clear to me yet. I'm not against the idea. I think it's a great idea, but there's a whole bunch of discussion about, what's the next step? Are we doing a workshop? Are we doing a how-to book, or what are we doing, and where are we going with this, which is all part of the marketing that we need to be clear on. So, so the invitation, let me finish.
Yeah.
The invitation at the end of the book is not really clear yet.
It's really not going to be at the end of the book. The book is the book.
To me, it's important. I mean, that's the whole marketing aspect of a book is you can go to this website, or you can go from here to wherever, right from the book. So the book
That's in the last page of the book, though. We don't have to have that.
But you just need to hear what I'm trying to say, right? I'm just trying to express what's important to me, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm totally in agreement, but I'd like to be clear on what it is that we're doing. Not only what we're asking Melissa to do, but what are we collectively wanting to do, right? And then we can hire her to help us do that. Okay, so, and I think a contract is really a good idea, right? So that we can go back, not that we can't change the contract, but we know what the heck we agreed to. And I'm totally open to, as we move along, if we need to adjust the contract, Melissa, that we do it. So I just want it safe for you and safe for us to
Right.
get clear on what the next step is, and I have no idea what that is yet.
Okay, so then my sense is we're just going to leave the book as it is to go through, and then and we need Najma on here, and we need Charlie
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
So,
we need to have
yeah,
start the next step. Yeah,
yeah. But it's a beautiful thing to know that, we're definitely open, and I know Najma and Charlie
yeah.
will be open, and
So
um,
welcome aboard, Nalasa.
so let's just. Do you have anything you want to say or add, or?
Um, yeah, I mean, my main thing is like I want to feel good about promoting this. And like for me to feel really good about promoting it, it's being a co-author and having some stake in the game. And as far as like, I won't make anything without us being clear. Websites for the most part have like some ongoing costs, just from hosting and all of that. So, depending on how we want to look at it, like I'm happy paying X amount per year to like I can make a website, even if it's just a place for people to land and like look at our book and stuff. And I obviously won't do anything until everyone's on board of like what we're wanting, seeing what Astara offers,
Right.
and even just like helping with marketing material for different things. Like I can put things together in Canva quite quickly, and then I would just keep track of whatever I did and have it just go down. But essentially, it's like some sort of help in with all of you guys in whatever capacity to make the book just really be able to stand on solid ground in different ways. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
important work. It's actually vital work.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily need a full-on website. I mean, we do have my website that we can add more pages to at this point, or I
whatever it is.
will add a book page once we get closer. And I also think that before we pay a star any money, we want a copy of what the format looks like now. Because that's part of and I think what I'll do with everyone is resend the contract to everyone to look at, and just so that we're all on the same page. Because we're supposed to see the formatting before, and all she did was flip through it and didn't give us anything to,
You went really fast.
yeah. So, but she also, on the other hand, has been incredibly accommodating since we've gone like 8 months longer than we were supposed to have. So we don't want to, we
I
want to,
think we're okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, everybody. So I'm feeling like I'm just going to tell her we're going to take the weekend to get these pictures in, and no less, and everyone give, you know, uh, put them into, and I'm just going to make sure it's okay just to put the pictures in the book. And I think, thank you for going through that, because I think we just simplified the feeling I had. It was so overwhelming to try and get them into a Google Doc so we'll
I
just,
mean, I can put them all in a Google Doc, easy. I like even from the document, I can put them in a Google Doc, so they're just like in the same
well,
place.
I'll send you I actually set up a Google Doc, but for some reason I always knew, like I always just slid them in, and they weren't going into the friggin' doc.
Yeah, my computer's literally at like
Folder.
1%, and so I'm
Okay,
gonna jump off before it
right.
dies on all of you guys.
Okay.
Um, and lovely, lovely closing. I'm sure I'll talk with you, Shelley, sometime over the weekend,
Yeah.
for more clarity. And if you can send this recording or the transcript of it, because I didn't take the best notes for all the different things that you wanted me to
Yep.
do. So,
Okay, cool.
all right.
I'll make a
Mwah.
I'll make a list and send it out.
Okay. Bye.
So
Bye.
so let's just say we love you, we love you, we love you, we thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Deb, you can close.
We love you. We love you. We love you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We are you. We are you. Amen.
Oh my
With that,
God. Love you, Tice. Love you, Deb, and
Thank you. Good work, everybody.
gotta roll.
ciao, ciao. Bye for now.